Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was not born great. He was born into struggle. This is the story of a boy who was told he was untouchable, but who touched the destiny of an entire nation. This is the story of a man who rose from discrimination to become the architect of the Indian Constitution and the strongest voice for social justice India has ever known. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was born on 14th April 1891 in a small town called Bhimrao in present-day Madhya Pradesh. He was born into a Mahar family, a community that was treated as untouchable under the caste system. From the moment he was born, society decided that he was inferior. His father, Ramji Sakpal, was a soldier in the British Indian Army. Though poor, his father believed deeply in education and discipline. This belief would become the foundation of Bhimrao's life. As a child, Ambedkar faced humiliation every single day. In school, he was not allowed to sit with other children. He had to sit on the floor, far away. Teachers refused to touch his notebooks. If he felt thirsty, he could not drink water by himself. Someone from a higher caste had to pour water from a height into his mouth. Many days, no one helped him, and he stayed thirsty. Other children mocked him. Some teachers ignored him. Society treated him as invisible. But inside that small boy lived a fire. Ambedkar understood something very early in life. The problem was not his ability. The problem was the system. He studied harder than everyone else. He read books not just to pass exams, but to understand the world that rejected him. Despite all the cruelty, he completed his schooling. This itself was a miracle at that time for a child from an untouchable community. In 1907, he passed his matriculation exam. This achievement was celebrated publicly because it was rare. People saw hope in him. He continued his studies at Elphinstone College in Bombay. Life was still hard. Poverty followed him everywhere. But knowledge became his weapon. In 1913, his life took a turning point. He received a scholarship from the Maharaja of Baroda to study abroad. For the first time, Bhimrao Ambedkar left India and travelled to the United States. At Columbia University in New York, Ambedkar experienced something he had never known before. Respect. No one asked his caste. No one denied him water. No one treated him as less than human. He was judged only by his ideas. This experience changed him forever. He studied economics, political science, philosophy, and law. He learned that democracy is not just about voting. It is about dignity, equality, and justice. He earned his master's degree and later a PhD. His teachers admired him. His classmates respected him. But Ambedkar did not forget India. He did not forget the millions who still suffered silently. He returned to India with a powerful mind and a painful truth. Education alone was not enough. The system itself had to change. Ambedkar tried to work in Baroda state, but discrimination followed him again. He was denied housing. People refused to share space with him. Even educated Indians practiced untouchability. Instead of breaking him, this made him stronger. He decided to fight, not with violence, but with ideas, laws, and truth. Ambedkar became a voice for the voiceless. He spoke openly against caste discrimination. He wrote articles, gave speeches, and challenged society. In 1927, he led the Mahad Satyagraha. This movement demanded the right for untouchables to drink water from public tanks. Water, the basic need of life, was denied because of caste. Ambedkar stood firm and proved that equality begins with simple human rights. He also burned the Manusmriti publicly. This was a powerful symbol. It showed that unjust traditions must be questioned, not worshipped. Ambedkar believed that political power was necessary for social change. He demanded representation for the depressed classes. He believed that without a voice in power, justice would remain a dream. When India moved toward independence, Ambedkar played a crucial role. Though he criticized the Congress and even Gandhi at times, his goal was always clear: protect the weak. Protect democracy. In 1947, India became independent. Soon after, Ambedkar was appointed as the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution. This was history in the making. A man once denied water was now writing the law of the land. Ambedkar worked day and night. He studied constitutions from around the world. He believed that a constitution must protect the weakest citizen first. Under his leadership, the Constitution of India guaranteed equality before law, fundamental rights, freedom of religion, abolition of untouchability, and equal opportunity. He strongly believed that political democracy without social democracy is meaningless. On 26 January 1950, the Constitution of India came into effect. It was one of the most detailed and inclusive constitutions in the world. But Ambedkar was not satisfied. He warned the nation. If social and economic inequality continued, democracy would be in danger. His words were not emotional. They were prophetic. Later in life, Ambedkar felt deeply hurt by the slow pace of social reform. He resigned as law minister. He turned toward Buddhism. He believed Buddhism taught equality, compassion, and reason. In 1956, he embraced Buddhism along with millions of followers, rejecting the caste system forever. This was not a religious act alone. It was a social revolution. On 6 December 1956, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar passed away. He left behind no palace, no wealth. But he left behind something greater: rights, dignity, hope. Today, Ambedkar is remembered as the father of the Indian Constitution. But he was more than that. He was a teacher of courage. A reminder that education can defeat oppression. That ideas can change history. His life teaches us that where you start does not decide where you end. Society may label you, but you decide your worth. Ambedkar proved that even the harshest discrimination cannot stop a determined mind. He did not ask for sympathy. He demanded justice. He did not beg for acceptance. He created laws. His journey from untouchability to nation builder is not just history. It is inspiration. And as long as inequality exists, the voice of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar will continue to guide the world toward justice. The man may be gone, but his mission lives on.